Hello everyone, and welcome today to the Psychic Tea Party.
Yes.
My name is Taya, and this is
Me.
Maddy. or Maddy's body, and I don't know what's going on in there.
I'm here right now. We'll see what happens later.
yeah, we'll see.
Yeah. All right. Well, I guess while we're waiting for everybody, how the fuck has your week been?
Last 2 weeks have been rough, really. I do not like Mercury retrograde. Apparently there's this mythical world of great time during Mercury retrograde. I have yet to remember it, experience it, know of this. For me, Mercury is not my favorite planet. Let's just say that. So, yeah, 2 weeks have been very interesting, rough.
Do you know what Mercury's been, like what planet that represents?
Chaos.
Is it actually?
War, chaos.
Okay, so this will be a part of our learning astrology with us. Maybe we should start with Mercury.
Yeah, maybe. Because we don't know that much. We just know it fucks with us a lot.
Yeah, but there's got to be a reason behind it, right?
Yeah, I would think so. Yeah.
Because I have no fucking idea what Mercury does.
All I know is every time it goes retrograde, it feels like you're going completely backwards. And not just backwards, but this time it felt like you're going backwards and like in a downward spiral. Like it was just like, when we're back here again, like really? Why am I back here? Why am I on repeat? Like what the fuck is this energy? I was so done with this.
This was particular for going back to past problems.
Oh, good. Good.
Yeah, so that's not as much as I know for this one anyway.
So if you've had problems in the past, we're revisiting them. Lucky us.
If you didn't resolve them.
Okay, well,
yeah,
there's that.
Like if you resolved it, then I think you're
fine.
Good.
You're smooth. You're in the mythical smooth sailing realm.
If you just put a little band-aid on it and was like, yep, that's for later. Well, now is your later.
Okay, well, good to know. This is the later that we're dealing with. So, if you're just joining us, cheers to you. Get your coffee and get comfortable because we're going to be talking about all kinds of crazy shit for the next hour because we've got a lot that has happened the last 2 weeks. Yes. So how was your week? 2 weeks.
It was the same. It was the same as yours. It was chaotic. It was weird. I started noticing timeline shifts. I started noticing a lot of dark stuff coming up. I started noticing a lot of blockages. Mm-hmm. A lot of patterns in people's relationships. Like it seems everybody right now is either going through a breakup or they're losing their jobs. Like there's some kind of relationship change.
Well, okay, and so when I started out, like just seeing where everyone's at, I pulled a few cards, and I just wanted to see what's our main problem. But really and truly, what it looks like is we're piercing through the veil, we're piercing through the darkness, and we're seeing things for how they really are. Mm-hmm. We're seeing the truth, and you can't avoid it. It just is there. And it's really honest, it's really real, and we have to be really careful with our words right now because it could set us on a totally new course. It could set us on a totally different course.
Yes, a lot of miscommunication.
This is it, and this is why tread carefully during Mercury retrograde because your words could be totally misunderstood.
Yeah, like this word right here that Jeff has going on. I don't know.
A degringolade. Oh, what?
Fuck you, Jeff.
A downward spiral, a degringolade. Thank you. Yes. Okay, see behind us. We got a downward spiral going. You see this? Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Didn't mean to scratch.
How dare you stab me with your claws?
Yeah. This is our degringolade. Thank you, Jeff. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for being our one viewer.
Well, I mean, okay, so if you are watching us and you want a free reading, make sure that you're on our main event page because we will not see your comments otherwise. Every time this gets shared, we don't get to see the comments. So you go to the Psychic Tea Party event page that was created by the Eternal Elements thing. Extra complicated. I'm sorry, words are not my friend today.
Yeah, either she had too much sugar or I don't even know what's going on, but yeah.
Oh no, wait.
What band?
Could it pop up on yours what he's saying?
I don't know what he's talking about. There's no band.
By the way,
there's a band across the bottom of the feed blocking the comment bar. It causes the live feed to pause while typing.
Okay, well, I don't know anything about that.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm viewing it on a device. And but yeah, I don't know what this is. This is some kind of tablet. So yeah, see, I have a tablet here. I'm watching it here to see if anybody's commenting so I can do this a little easier than like, huh?
I kind of like that.
You kind of like that? Like, what am I looking at? No. This is better.
But
so,
that's funnier. So.
Okay, well, yeah, silly. Sure. Yeah,
right.
we're kind of, yeah. But, okay, anyways, you should show people what you're drinking. I don't know what she's drinking, but it's like liquid, high energy, something going on. It's calling in ethereal being drink. I don't know what else to say. Yeah.
It's literally just a chocolate milkshake with passion fruit pearls and Maltesers and whipped cream and Kit Kats and fruit.
Chocolate and fruit. And I'm not a fan
and
together.
Sugar.
But yeah. I think that's what it is. Sugar high.
Well, I asked them to put 50% sugar, but I'm pretty sure that they did. I think that it's the other thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because
yeah.
You know when I have like higher beings that come in and I start to stutter?
Yep. That's what's happening?
That's what's happening.
Well, I just heard the chair creak. So something's going on.
Yeah. No, I will not come
I'm sorry. Yeah, we definitely have someone here with us this evening.
Very, very high beings.
Yeah.
Yeah, it feels very high in here.
Yeah. So, anyways, if you're just tuning in, we do readings for people. We don't just talk about random bullshit and about how high we are getting, hanging out with these ethereal beings. But anyway, yeah, if you have a question or if you want to know something, just, send us a little message. Type it down below.
Yeah, for numerology, then put your birth date, your name and your birth date. You want a message from spirit guides, you want oracle, you want past life, tarot.
Mm-hmm.
We got you. Just make sure that you're on the actual event page and not one of the shared pages so we won't see your comments.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, Jeff, it is actually kind of healthy. There's fruit in it.
I don't see how, but okay.
It's definitely not. No, it's not healthy at all. But it is better than a Red Bull.
Yeah, that's true.
Or
that's
an
true.
energy
I'll
drink
give
or
you
something
that.
Like that.
I'll give you that. That's okay. So,
yes.
Okay, so we're gonna pick 3 cards from this wonderful deck. So if you stay tuned till the end of the episode, then you can pick which card you resonate with. But we're going to be using the Black Violet Tarot today for this. So I'm just gonna draw. Well, actually, I'm gonna mix it, and you're gonna pick 3 cards.
All right.
Because Maddy is really good at mixing cards. Really good. Just so you know.
That's why I don't do it.
Yeah.
Because I don't want you guys to see how good I am at mixing cards on live.
Well, okay. But this is going to be part of our learning astrology, learning like all kinds of different tools and whatnot. So, anyways, whenever you're ready, just pick 3 and let's leave them out there and we'll save them for later.
Watching need to
This is card number 1.
Okay, card number 1.
Yeah. We'll put you over here.
Oh. Card number 2.
And card number 3. Okay, so stick with us and we will reveal what your card you picked was later.
Pick 1, 2, or 3.
Yeah.
Those are your numbers.
That's all you get.
All right, so yeah, if you guys are wanting a reading, pop your question in the comments. Otherwise, we have a fuck ton of stuff to talk to you guys about today. Oh, I get to squint at the screen. If Virgos are ruled by Mercury, why does retrograde still suck for us? Because, do you want to know why, Jeff?
Jeffrey.
Because Virgos suck.
Oh, yeah.
No.
Because they suck.
Okay, so if anybody else watching is a Virgo, I'm so sorry that you're a Virgo, first of all. Unfortunately, I'm a Libra, and you and I do not get along. I like imagination, and I like flow, and you guys are like, no, none of that. You must be serious.
You must imagine a better reality.
And they're like, no, it has to be this way. I am doomed for the rest of my life.
All right, Jeff, since you're here, what does Jeff need to focus on, right?
Well, he asked a question. Why does Mercury, why does it suck for him?
Because Mercury fucking sucks. Did you not get the memo at the beginning here? It's a fictitious thing that it's actually good for some people.
So yeah, like about that though, like it is actually good for some people. So if you are on the right path and if you're in alignment with where you're supposed to be, Mercury retrograde is actually not supposed to affect you. Can you believe that?
Mm-hmm.
And if so for those who are on their aligned path, if they're like up in that high vibrating frequency, they're actually the light bearers, and they're pulling in the light for the rest of us who have to be working on stuff and going through that dark stuff. So there's the high flyers of Mercury, and then there's the low like recovering, still have shit to work on people during Mercury retrograde. So yeah, there's a balance. So if you're having a great time during Mercury retrograde, start spreading that love to the people around you, because they are probably needing help to get out of their shit, or offer them help to work through their stuff. But this Mercury has also been really, really shit for relationships. So if your relationship is struggling this Mercury retrograde, it's because you put off past issues. And
so now you have to deal
now
with the issues. So just buckle up. It's about to get really interesting. I mean, you have to ask yourself, what are you here for? And I think the big thing that all of us are here for is to learn love, to learn what unconditional love is. And how many people don't even know what that is.
Yeah.
You know, this past little bit here, we lost a friend of ours. And, you know, this was a person who exuded unconditional love. And once...
I don't think she knew how to not love that way.
Well, and this was the thing. When you meet somebody who's so pure and so of light and so beautiful and wears all black... Another one? Mm-hmm. So, you know, somebody who was so pure, like everywhere she went, crowds like followed. I don't know how else to put it, but the way that she loved was unconditional. And when you don't have that anymore, you truly realize what that feels like, what that means. And if you could have another opportunity to be with that person, or have a moment or an exchange with that person who showed you that, like, isn't that what we're here for, is to experience that sort of love in our relationships with people that we care about? Yeah. Or are we supposed to just have conflict and, like, you know, trauma bonding and all kinds of, like, figuring things out, problem solving and whatever else, you know? At the core of it, what are we here for? Are we here for love or not? So, yeah. But Jeff, I did a reading for you. Yeah, you just don't know who you can trust, and I get that. But you know what? It's not all gloom and doom. Strength, buddy. Strength. Like, that's what you're going to learn. That's what you're getting. That's what all of this is for, is strength. You can basically have whatever you want. You're just ending a cycle. Like, that's what's it. The cycle is ending and everything's turning over and going into a new way of things where you can actually be who you need to be and accept it, and the world will accept it, and you just take credit for who you are. But if this isn't somebody coming into your life, then this is you being in control of your emotions, being stable, learning how to navigate a storm. That's what this is all teaching you, you know? But what do we focus on? The stuff that we lost. We don't focus on the things that are actually being offered to us, or the stuff that, you know, we don't even know is for us. We focus on, oh, well, I didn't get what I wanted. Well, tough tits. What you wanted wasn't good for you. What you need, right back here. So don't miss out on certain things. Don't miss out on opportunities, because you're about to be reborn.
Well, and right now is a great, like, yeah, it's fucking Mercury retrograde, but
it's a good time for certain things.
Yes,
and that's what you gotta highlight.
Like the manifesting, because the Lionsgate portal is open now. It's from July 26th to August 12th.
It is August 8th, so that's the most powerful day of that. Yeah. So
anything that you're manifesting or wishing for, now is the time to start putting the stuff for that together, so that on the 8th you can really, really use that. It's also going to affect your mood too.
No, really?
Yeah, it's going to make, so those in Mercury retrograde who are having a shit time, you guys might feel exhausted.
What? You guys? What about you? You in there?
I'm out of it now.
Okay.
I have
a method.
I have risen.
Okay, wonderful.
I have risen above.
Help pull us up.
I'm trying right now.
Yeah. Okay. So talking about this too. So we literally went from 3D to 4D, and 4D is the realm of demons. Apparently, this is a darker area. So we were just talking about the struggle it is to connect, to get to the light, to get the juicy stuff, to do the work that normally we do. So something is going on, and it feels like there's about to be a big war, and not like a physical one necessarily, but like something going on in the cosmos, because yeah, it is that much more difficult to do certain things. Have you been finding the same thing? You know, that's what I'm wondering, are we the only ones on this right now, or?
I don't think so. Like, I've had a lot of people that I teach this stuff contacting me about it too, being like, hey, are you noticing that everything around you is dark?
That it's changed.
That it's changing.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I've noticed that it is harder to find the beings of light. They're still there, but it's almost like they're no longer in the forefront.
There's a hurdle.
They've been pushed to the back.
Yeah.
So I've noticed a lot of deception as well, and a lot of trickery. So especially with like beings that I'm trying to contact. So like I've got the ones I normally contact. I know what they feel like. I know what they sound like. I know how they make my heart feel.
Right.
And I'll connect to them, and I'm like, well, you don't feel right. And when I ask them, I've been asking them, and I've done this forever, but show me your true self if you are of light. And if they like dance around it and they refuse to, or they like try to talk me out of it, I know that there's something weird, because normally they'll just be like, oh well, here, this is my true self, right? But the more you ask them, you can use God's name or Jesus or whatever it is,
or the true creator source, whatever you prescribe to, whatever you use as your path, as your like God, your Omni, whatever. Like, call on that higher power to help you out during this moment, to like, you know, actually do the work. Because
well, in their faces, it forces them, because then they have to show you their true self. So if their faces shift or their energy shifts, then you know it's not who you thought it was. Right? Like, I've had my grandma come through, and I'm like, okay, well, show me your true self, and then it won't be my grandma. Like, okay, you little fuckers.
Yeah, but this is the kind of war we're in, and this is what I'm talking about. Like, something really big is going on, and the fact that it is so powerful like this. Like, you know, I thought we were in 4D a while ago, and I mean, some of us truly had like the mindset, the capability, and there were glimpses of it. But now that we're here in this place where, you know what, it just is that much harder, and we have to be that much more patient. Definitely there's a difference.
think, yeah, it's another test again.
And that's it. And it's like, if
Sick
you
of
pass,
these tests.
well, if you pass this level, then what's next, right? Like, you're ready for the next stage?
I would assume so.
Like, and what does the next stage look like?
Bliss.
You hope so.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I've been like, before this whole dark period came, like, remember when I was like living on top of the world for a little while? I believe that is what we're aiming for, because everything, I was in a state of bliss 24/7. I felt like I was high on life 24/7. And I think that that's the end goal for every single human, is to not need drugs, to not need any kind of crutch or vice,
coping, numbing,
no
escaping.
Coping, no numbing, because we'll all be living in absolute bliss and absolute harmony and happiness.
Yeah.
And there'll be no more hiding stuff from each other or lying or anything, because we'll have that, like, the Kelly connection. I'm going to call it that.
The Kelly connection. Yeah. Okay. That's what we're going to call it from now on. Yeah. So that unconditional love, that, I don't know, boundless
inner child
feeling, that, that eternal light. Yeah. Cool. Let's call it that. Yeah, no, you know what, and this explains exactly why we have to go through all of this right now during the retrograde, is because we can't go into things if we're still triggered or upset or traumatized, or like not able to talk about things, or like move through things. Like, why do we let somebody's words affect us so much? Why do we let certain situations overwhelm us? You know, like, why can't we cope with the situation? Why can't we, navigate something gracefully?
Let go of control.
Let go of control. This is it. Yeah, like, honestly, like, so many days I feel like I'm a toddler. Like, I have 2 little girls, and I feel like I am a little girl myself. And it was funny because, like, the cards that you pulled at the beginning of, like, what do we need to focus on? Yeah, it's our trust your innocence. And do you know, like, when you can't trust the world and you can't trust what's going on outside, if you look to the little guys, if you look to, like, how they're navigating things, and you try to remember what you were like when you were in that innocent stage, before you were corrupted, before the whole world got into your head and, told you who you should be or whatever. Like, what is that inner innocence? What does it look like? And what does that little kid want? What is the little you inside looking for? And, is it safe? Is it okay now? Is it adaptable, right?
Yeah.
What is that kid's dream? And so, yeah, if you're not sure, well, look to the youth. Look to the little guys, see what they're looking at. And, oh, yeah, I remember what that's like. Sitting on a merry-go-round, Yeah. If you haven't been to a park for a while, go to a park.
Yeah, there you go. They took away all those merry-go-rounds, though.
Like, those were so dangerous. I don't even know how they survived, dude.
It doesn't matter that they're dangerous. Those are the best merry-go-rounds.
The kids, we went to this park that's close by to our place, and it's changed so many times, like how it used to look. And that's when I remember it, when I played there, when it had that crazy wheel of death that every kid was spinning on, and kids would go flying off if somebody spin it too fast.
So good.
I saw somebody hook up a motor to one of those ones. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay,
it was
that's
insane.
Asking to die. But,
when
you're jumping on it as fast as, like, you can run as, like, a 10-year-old kid, like,
it's fun.
It's fun.
It really is. Yeah.
Like, there's definitely, we used to play games to like, who could hold on the longest without getting sucked off.
Yeah, but dude, you're a farm kid. Farm kids are so different.
So that's a park in a town.
That's
cool. Yeah.
Okay, so it wasn't like a dangerous farm kid park.
No, it was a dangerous small town kid park.
Yeah, you guys have like a different level of like I don't know, adventure. Let's just say that. Yeah, you have a different style of adventuring. So yeah. But yeah, okay. So do you want to get into a little bit of the truth stuff this week? What did you find?
The truth stuff.
Yeah, our conspiracy section. We found out so much this week. So much is going on. It's so funny.
The pole shifts.
You want to start there? Shifts. Yeah. Did everybody see that there's a giant earthquake in Russia, which now has led to a tsunami warning, and the whole being, west erupted. Coast is not doing well. We got evacuations in Hawaii. We all over.
It's over now. Like, all the warnings are over now. But yeah, they had them.
Yeah.
And then right after that, it triggered a bunch more volcanoes in Russia, and it also made one of the biggest volcanoes erupt. Yeah, so that's like, what, 10 volcanoes or 11 volcanoes that we're at now for erupting all over the world within the last week.
Yeah, coincidence? I don't know. You know, there's this Illuminati card game that came out in 1995 or 6, something like that. And they talk about all this stuff. They talk about weather manipulation technology. They talk about like the machines that can cause earthquakes. They cause about like all the stuff that's literally happening right now. Mm-hmm. And it is part of their disclosure program. And I'm just like, really, people, when do we stand up to this? Because this is absolutely absurd. Like, Calgary, where we live, there has been no sunny days except for the last 2 days. Like, we've had a summer of just rain, just flooding, and it's like, okay, yes, there's a certain level of rain that's supposed to happen, but this is absurd. And so many other places all over the world are seeing the same thing. But then you've got people who are monitoring the weather towers. They're monitoring cell phone towers. They are monitoring all kinds of different radar activity because they know not to believe what's being fed to them on the news. So if you're tuning into us, we're trying to navigate the waters of the news and the conspiracy world and just tidbits that we're finding from all over the place. Mm-hmm. But the stuff that we've been finding out about Ghislaine Maxwell and just what's been going on at Epstein Island and Bill Gates of the world and the Rothschild family and all of it, it is just wild. So we're still trying to unravel what it is we're seeing because there's a lot. And then we take into the fact that we've got, okay, Area 51 now. This place burnt down. So then we're talking about the contracts that these veterans had, the people that had worked there, that they had, that they're null and void. So now these people can start talking. They can start disclosing stuff. So what are we going to be hearing? What's the stuff that's starting to come through? And, you know, what's actually in the middle of a desert? You know, even Antarctica, because of the pole shift happening, stuff is melting. People are going up there exploring now. They've got drones. They've got all kinds of capabilities. What are they finding? Something is coming up. Something's being revealed. Like, it's not all what we thought it was. And buckle up. If you thought the world was one way, well, it actually might be completely different. So, yeah.
You just went through so much stuff. I don't even know what to jump in on right now.
I don't know where to go with that.
I have views on so many of those things.
Yeah. Well, okay. Hello, Dino. Thanks for joining us. If you like your reading, let us know.
Yeah, just pop your question in the comments and we will answer it. We're doing free psychic readings.
Or you can talk to us about what.
Yeah, you can give us an opinion about what you think is going on in the world right now.
Yeah.
Okay, so you touched on so many subjects. All in like a little time.
I could do more. I stopped when I realized how much I got through.
Okay, well, with like the weather stuff.
Yes. Okay, let's go there.
Okay, so I believe in the like manipulation, like the weather manipulation to a certain extent.
Yeah.
But I'm also torn because the poles are supposed to be shifting, and there's like, if you believe that the Earth is round, I know we have different opinions on this, but if we believe that the Earth is round, it's apparently shifted 31.9 inches in its like rotational thing. I know.
Who's measuring this shit? How the fuck do you quantify that?
It's like Spaceland. It's a science. Anyway, which would cause the Earth's magnetic pull to like be all fucked up or whatever, right? Okay, so this is also supposed to happen every 26,000 years.
Yeah, well,
this is coming up on that time.
They're piggybacking on
that's
this.
Kind of what I'm getting at. I'm like, I think that what's happening is they're piggybacking off of this to get rid of a lot of the population.
Yes, and this is coinciding with the mass depopulation with the vaccine, and they found this through different independent research done in different countries throughout the world. Like the lack of actual live births happening. They're now seeing how many stillbirths are happening, how many problems are presenting themselves, I guess, for lack of better words, in women who are trying to conceive. And so, yeah, it's coming out that this was indeed maybe a depopulation program. And so, yeah, I don't know what's next, but I'm hoping that we've got some crazy alien technology available to us so we're able to combat like the damage and the long-reaching effects of what this evil overlord cabal empire has done to humanity. Like, that's my hope. I don't know if it's hopium or not, but it's like, come on, there's got to be some sort of like technology or assistance or something. Like, you know, we were talking about detoxing and deworming, you know, especially with the potential of the weather manipulation technology. How many heavy metals are we ingesting? Through food, through water, through air.
Well, there's not actually a way for us to get away from it right now.
And that's it. The only thing you can do is clear it out of your system. Mm-hmm. So Maddy's going to be posting a link in the comments of like this lady that does like literally everything.
Yeah, her name is Laura. Actually, you could probably find her Facebook page if you're really interested. She has a Facebook page called Empowered Health and Wellness Solutions for Vitality. I've been following her and actually buying stuff from her for probably about 4 or 5 years now. And she has some stuff called TRS that is really good for removing heavy metals from your body and like toxins and stuff. It's got the zeolite technology. But then she's also got the fulvic acid and the humic acid for decalcifying your third eye. And then, like, literally anything that you need to detox your body, she's got. But her page is really helpful because she goes through and she researches and she breaks down everything that is bad for you on the shelves at the store and what it does to you. So if you're looking to actually improve your health, she is a really, really, really good person to go and follow because she does the research for you. And she's always got like the links to where she found the information. And then she provides a solution for you. So it's like a win-win.
Yeah, it's a lot of work to start your own. Like, where do I start? You know, you have to get healthier. You know, you have to do something because something doesn't feel correct. I was doing some research this week about MS and lupus and a few other diseases that they have unknown this, unknown that. Well, there might be now some links to the fact that there might be a parasite living in your intestines. There might be a tapeworm. You might have some sort of like creature, for lack of a better word, inside you that is like sucking the good shit and causing all the like miswiring, the misfiring that's happening. So, you know, might not be a bad idea to do a deworming, never mind just a detox, because a lot of the stuff that we've been ingesting have had a lot of different parasites. And even the vaccine, some while studied, guess what? There was inside these long white fibroids that started to form. And actually some of the bodies that have been autopsied afterwards, embalmers and people who work in funeral homes are reporting the same thing across the world, that they had never seen these things that they're seeing now.
Like
and white long fibrous things. They're not sure what it is, if it's plastic or what. Like, they're, again, we're in the early stages, and anybody speaking up or speaking out is vilified or like persecuted or called crazy or just whatever. And so, yeah, we're going to see what happens because more and more people are saying something's wrong.
Yeah.
You know, it seemed like with what's going on with our leaders of the world, something's wrong. You know, whether it's like religious leaders, whether it's world leaders, whatever the case is. Like, Canada now has a dictator. We never voted this person in. The person we had before, well, now what? He's dating the first female astronaut and he's, you know, blackface guy. Like, come on. Like, what world were we in? Who was leading the United States? We went from a guy with hardcore dementia, if that was even him and not a clone, or who knows what we saw there. And now we've got this, like, orange man that half the world loves and is waiting for him to save us all, and the other half hate him because he's this evil overlord. Like, never mind what's going on with the French president and his, like, situation. I don't even know how to describe that. But Argentina, big news. All those conspiracy theorists who've been waiting for this. They have released the files that have said that Hitler did not die when we thought he did. He lived for another 20 years in Argentina, and this is now public record. So
you can find this.
If you want to go research this, go find it. Something is going on, people. Something really big we've been lied to for a really long time. If they lied about this and they are now confirming it, what else have they lied about? And that's what you got to ask yourself. If they've lied about this and you believe this and you thought this was your truth and it's not the truth anymore. Now what? Mm-hmm. Now what? Okay, so we got to reprogram ourselves. It's like the world being a ball thing. I know a lot of people are going to have a hard time with this. I'm not saying it's flat, but something's going on. No, that we've been lied to. You know, like the ice wall is melting. Something's going on because people are exploring Antarctica now, you know? So yeah, definitely inner earth stuff is coming out, especially with the volcano stuff happening, with the earthquakes. There's going to be...
See, I can get behind the inner earth thing just because when I do past life readings for people, there are different... even like with your daughter, using her as an example, that's okay. But even with Taya's daughter, like when I went and found her origin of like her very first life, like where she came from inside of the earth. Not outside of the earth, but inside of the earth. And then, actually it was Logan as well. Yeah. Same thing. Like they came from the same place. And those are the first two that I've ever discovered, like inside of the earth. So now I'm like, okay. Cool. Yeah. Inside of the earth must be real. Yeah. Right? So I can get behind that.
Yeah, the inner earth books like that they have out there are really fascinating when you start doing that research. Even when you start researching Lemuria and Atlantis and the civilizations that were here before. And this was that 26,000 year ago cycle. And that's why a lot of people here today are actually reincarnated beings from that timeline. Because you went through that before. You are now here for that. What?
Okay, I have the being.
Yeah. Cool.
Okay, so story time.
Yep, we're ready. Story time. Okay. Buckle up, people.
So... get your teas.
Cheese or teas?
Teas. Your teas and your coffees.
Get your cheese.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm ready.
Yeah, I'm ready too. I'm just in multiple places. So this is the battle that we've been talking about. Like the 26,000 year cycle. Yes, Jeff says inner earth is real. Mm-hmm. Yes, I'm telling you a story.
Yeah, just
okay.
Buckle up.
Okay, so I'm gonna apparently tell it wrong.
They told you that already?
Well, it's just because so before
let's just go.
Yeah, okay. So what happens here is when these beings have really, really high energy, I have a tough time focusing because I can't stay grounded, and then they get frustrated because they're telling me these stories. And I do this. I goldfish. Oh. What is happening?
Grounding you.
Okay.
Yeah. I gave her a crystal to tie her down.
Thanks. Okay, so basically every 26,000 years, we have this major shift. And before this shift, we had an earth that was like very similar to this one, except almost inverted. So when the poles shift, the currents start to change, which I've actually seen some videos on. Yes, I'm getting distracted again. So the currents start to change and the places where the water lay start to change. Mm-hmm. So what happens is old civilizations will start popping up and the newer civilizations are going to start to disappear. So the water is going to rise up. The inner earth entrances don't change though, because those are all in locations where they're high enough that the inner earth can't fill up with water. Yeah. If that makes sense. So places like Lemuria, the motherland of Mu,
the land of Terra.
Yeah, Atlantis. Yeah. All of these places are going to start popping back up again. including the underwater civilizations that are being hidden from us, and then also Agatharia, Argatha,
yeah,
something like that.
Yes, I can't say it properly.
Neither can I.
Yeah,
I don't know
that's a
why.
hard one for me.
I don't know why. But that is a civilization in the center of the earth that seemed like it was almost specifically there for trading and for connecting everybody. So that was like the biggest city, but then there was like all these little towns inside of Inner Earth, and they had invited people like in through Mount Shasta, and and like all of these different places so that they had safety.
Yes.
Yeah. So I think that's like what they want again, is they want those people from Inner Earth to be able to be connected to those on top of Earth without this dark things. Without the dark alien species. This is gonna sound extra crazy now.
Yeah.
Without these dark alien species taking over. So
the reptilians, these greys. There's a few alien races that are here that they don't give a fuck. They don't have empathy. They're just evil. They're just fighting a war that's forever. That's it.
Well, so they're saying like about 30,000, like 28,000 to 30,000 years ago is when these aliens started coming to this planet and changing the way that we see and we do things. They wanted slaves. They wanted
hence why Lolita Island. This is all the Ghislaine Maxwell stuff, and this is what's all coming out. This is all so connected, and I know it sounds wild. Agartha. Thank you. Yeah. Thanks, Jeff. That's what I thought it was, Agartha. Yeah. No, all of this is so connected and so wild because, like, this. I remember when I first woke up, I'm like, how can I even comprehend that there are human being traded off planet as slave labor? But this is
it's not even happening off planet anymore. Like
this on the planet here.
This is why we're having this war now again, because this ancient war is coming back up. Yeah. That's why like the Lemurians are back, and like all these like the Arcturians and Lyrians are all coming back because they want to claim this planet back. They're tired of this war, and it's gotten out of hand because now we're not human anymore. Now we're slaves.
We're humanoid. Yes, we're humanoid. Like, this is that new version of what we were talking about.
If the dark side can get rid of our souls, then they get rid of us. They make us extinct, and then they now have this planet for themselves, which is the end, right? So we need to get it back.
Yes. And so that's why we're here, is to let you back up and to get you to remember your roots and your purpose and why you're here. Yes, you're supposed to be as a human, living here every day, do your 9 to 5, have your family, your normal shit. But then we're also here learning about our spiritual roots, who we truly are. We are not just born, you live, you eat, you shit, you die.
We're not supposed to work.
No, we're supposed to be just being, like human being, not human doing. Like, and see, this is where I'll go back to Kelly again, our dear friend that we lost. She had a life previous that was, she didn't know what work was. When Maddy asked her, what do you do for work? She had no clue what that word meant. And that way of life was just, you just did what was needed.
Well,
like,
that's what's
you just existed. You just loved, and you just were, and you were just, you were just in a state of bliss and of being and enjoying, and you choose when you left. You choose when you surrendered your shell. You didn't, it wasn't the way that we see and experience things now. And so when I tap into that and think of that energy, that's what I think very much we're going towards, is that feeling again.
We're trying to.
And that's it.
And if we can get high off of life every day, they can't control us, because now we're in that higher vibrational state where they've lost control.
And this is why the bells all over the world were taken down. And again, going back to like the World War II and the Nazi Hitler stuff, you can do all that research and see why the bells have been taken down. But they vibrate at such a frequency that they shift anybody who's hiding a cloaking, who's got like an illusion on themselves, where they don't want somebody to see who they truly are. Like we were talking about the beings. This is also happening in human form as well. So if you've got bells on you, it'll actually shake people out of their vibration that they're in, so that you can see the truth. So you can see reality of what's going on. Now, I mean, you cannot believe us, or you can try these things out. It's really up to you. But sooner or later, everybody's going to be able to see what we see and know what we know. Because again, it is a war that involves everybody. This whole planet is affected because something is going on all over the place. It is not just one country. It is not just one area. It is not just one isolated event. There are too many things that, okay, guys, we're in the apocalypse. Like, how else can you call this? Like, what else do you call this big change we're in? So now wake up. And what do? Which side do you pick? Good guys or bad guys? Who's the good guy? Who's the bad guy?
Do you want to sacrifice babies, or do you want to dance in the forest?
Yeah, it's like, I don't know. One looks easier to pick than the other, but again, we've got all these false idols around. We've got all these false ideas, these false like things. How do we trust ourselves when we thought, hey, we should believe what everybody's telling us, what the government's telling us, what the TV's telling us, what the world's telling us, and then now we find out, oh, guess what? We just lied to you for reasons of national security. Thank you. Keep doing it. What else have you lied about? What else did I believe that isn't true? Is the world notable? I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. But it's hard to say because, again, does it affect your everyday life? Does it not? Like, I don't know. You decide. Right? I mean, ultimately, how much do you research any of this stuff? Is it going to take you away from living your path or wanting your things or doing the stuff? Or is it going to help you? So, right now, if you're not focused on what you want, that's what your job is today. Go figure out what you want, because there's a war going on, and the sooner you wake up and figure out why you're here and what you want, hey, the sooner you can help us get out of this. That's it. Pressure. Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
So anyway, now that we went down that dark path of ranting, we are doing, if you're just tuning in, we're doing, we are happy, I swear. We're doing free psychic reading. So if you have a question, put it in the comments. If not, you have to continue to listen to whatever it is that we decide to rant about. You do have to be on the main page though, otherwise you won't see your comment, because every time this gets shared, it starts a new comment thread, which is poopy.
Yeah.
But anyway, if you want to book a party or anything for Halloween, now is the time.
Yes.
I specifically want to target teenage girls because
they're playing with Ouija boards.
They're playing with Ouija boards, inviting demons into them, and I don't want to keep doing...
It's getting silly.
Yeah, so unfortunately the most of the negative attachment removals that I do are teenage girls, and it's because I think it would be funny to play with a Ouija board on Halloween. So, we have a solution for this. Contact us, book a party, and we will teach you how to do it properly so that you don't fuck yourself up.
Yeah, a lot of people, they open something, they can't close it. You start something, well, you have to finish it. It isn't what you think. There isn't just black and white. And if you don't know what you're doing, holy crap.
Yeah.
I think that's how we all get our start, is like a Ouija board in somebody's basement, and you shouldn't be doing that stuff. And
then you're fucked up for years and you don't
realize why. Yeah. And then finally you come into contact with somebody who can see the things, and they're like, hey, do you know you got this going on? Oh, that explains a lot.
Yeah. Or they just leave it and they go a little bit crazy.
Yeah. No, it happens for sure. So, yeah. So avoid that. Call us, book your party. We'll teach you how to do things properly. We'll have fun.
Yeah.
We'll talk to the ghosties. That's no big deal. If that's what your jam is, or if you want to do some spells, or if you want to, do a little bit of a ritual, we can teach you all that stuff and walk you through the ways that we found work for us.
Yeah.
I mean, it's funny because like we've been to different events, different workshops, like all kinds of different situations, and there are certain ways that you have to do things. there are certain ways that it's the same across the board. It doesn't matter who you talk to. Grounding is grounding is grounding. But then there's other things that you can schmooze. So, knowing what the proper way is and what the proper thing is, that's very important. And so that's why if you're going to use a spirit board or Ouija board, if you're going to use a pendulum, if you're going to use a divination tool, know what you're talking to, who you're talking to, what you're allowing in, have some sort of discipline, protection, all of these things. And if you're just doing it without that, well, good luck.
Yeah, we're here.
Yeah.
We're here to either teach you. Well, I'd rather teach you than remove it from you.
Well, this is it.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you're really curious about that stuff, there's a reason. You're probably meant to be doing this sort of work. You're probably meant to be, and work, again, this term is going away, but you're meant to be of service to the world, doing a certain, passion. And for me, like, I love this. I love when we go out and we talk to people and meet people and like, okay, something more. It's not just black and white. It's not just what you can see. There's so much more out there, and it's so cool. And the world has tried to like dumb us down and shut us off from that for so long. Not anymore.
What time is it? So don't go.
Oh, we got a few minutes left. We got 8 minutes left.
Okay.
So
the cards.
Yes.
We'll have to do those before. But yeah, did you have anything that you want to say before it's
too late?
Too late.
Well, I guess I don't know. We can see what does the world need to focus on the next couple of weeks. We're going into that Lionsgate portal here, which has already begun. So focus on what you want, manifesting.
I also want to add, if you are psychic and you are watching and you want to be a part of a world-changing event, I'm going to call it that, send us a direct message. I have a friend who is looking to put together about 100 psychics to change some things in the world for the best. We need fire and earth signs, we need space holders, light workers, portal people, people who can manipulate time, anybody who can connect to specifically Mars or any kind of like alien beings. We need about 100 people. So if you're interested in playing with some fire and teaming up with about 100 other psychics, then let me know and I will get you more details. Yeah, it'll be fun. Probably.
Yeah, well, you know what? Let's just focus on peace for the next little bit.
Well, and that's what this is all about,
and not just
right?
like external peace, but internal peace. Because like if you show this card here, the home card, like this is talking about finding love inside yourself. This is about finding inner peace, like filling the hole yourself, not like relying on external stuff to do that, and knowing that the external stuff can't affect the inner peace, the inner like love that you found for yourself. So the next little bit here, definitely we're learning to be more in charge of our emotions. We're definitely going to learn to navigate the storm. The King of Cups comes up when we're nearing the end of this like crazy journey that we're on, because something new is about to call us. But we're definitely going to be pulled in two directions. Do I believe this side or do I believe that side? Do I want this or am I focusing on what I don't want? So make sure you definitely maintain your focus. All of this is happening because we're learning perspective. The Hangman comes up. It's so funny because it's like, yeah, everything is turned upside down because you're meant to see another point of view. You're meant to experience another point of view. And yeah, it's going to be taking a little out of us. We're going to be a little bit hurt. It's going to be, yeah, you know what? It might be a little bit of a tough time, but really it's perspective. It's up to you. And in the end, you need to remember that this change was inevitable. Has to happen. Because again, we were taking stuff with us that was unfinished business. Things that were not helping us or serving us in the next leg of the journey. And what you need to stay focused on is the sun, is sunny days ahead, is warmth, is that solar plexus, is that power center, it's that inner light. And, knowing that when it's not sunny outside, well, you can find your sun. It's in you. So despite what's going on, know that you're on your path. There's going to be choice in the next little bit. You got to decide, okay, what do I believe? What do I not? What do I want? What do I not? It's that simple. And yeah, sunny days are ahead. As dark as it seems, I know during the retrograde it's like that, but sunny days are ahead, and that's what we're all holding on to. Because yeah, it's been dark, but yeah.
Yeah. All right. Again, at the beginning of this, we pulled 3 cards. So in your head, if you're just joining us now, pick a number between 1 and 3.
Okay. All right. Now, if you picked card number 1, this is what we're going with today. Card number 1. Oh, King of Pentacles. So this is a great card. This means that you are financially abundant. You are financially stable. You are going to be okay with the next leg of the journey because you've got a great financial foundation that you've set up for yourself here. So know that everything's all right. Don't worry about money. Focus on the abundance. Focus on the gratitude that you are abundant and successful right now. So, yeah. Number 2. Are you ready for number 2? Ooh, number 2. I love it. Okay, we get the Fool. So if you are picking number 2, this card talks about taking a leap of faith. So if you weren't sure what to do next, well, you got to go forward. There's no doubt about it. We can't go backwards. So forward, as you can see, we don't know what's ahead. You see this, baby? Yeah. So you just got to trust the universe and have faith right now, more than ever, that you are on your path, doing the right thing. Yes, you may be a little inexperienced in this journey. That's okay. No big deal. But just take a leap of faith because you're held. You're supported. This is the next leg of the journey. Card number 3. Dun, dun, dun. Page of Swords. Okay, so this is fun. You are going to be learning something new, whether it's going back to school or, again, tuning into what was asked of you as a child, what kids are here to learn. And when I see this card, when this comes up, it's all about the innocence. And again, what did you need to learn as a child? What are those lessons that could take you to the next stage of the journey? And if you haven't fine-tuned them yet, be prepared that schooling is happening, whether it's a formal education or if it's, you're taking a class with a friend, or, you're doing something once every so often. Whatever the case is, you're going to be upgrading yourself now for the next little bit. So buckle up, because our words were not being used properly, and now it's just fine-tuning that stuff. So hope that helps. This week, again, focus on what you want. Despite the retrograde and the degringolade, is that what you called it? The downward spiral? The downward spiral, Jeff? Yeah. Despite that feeling, just keep going. Because again, we're doing the work. We're getting ourselves out of there.
All right. Well, I guess that is that. So we'll be back in 2 weeks. Yeah.
Yeah, unless the apocalypse really gets crazy. I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll be here. If you want to see us sooner, talk to us sooner, send us a message. We'll never message you telling you that we want money or anything like that. So if you're getting some weird messages after the video or anything like that, no, it's not us. But yeah, if you'd like to book a reading, party, an event, reach out.
Yeah. All right. Well, I guess have a magical night, everybody.
Until next time.
Bye-bye.